The dominant thinking in society is that group homes are the best place for people with disabilities to live. But that is simply not true. A group home is not the best option for your loved one with a disability. Now, this might sound like a bold statement to make. So let me explain first by asking you to consider this situation and to answer this question. So first I'm going to give you the question. The question is, would you move in? Okay, here's the scenario. If I told you that next week you had to move out of your family home and go live with 3 strangers, all whom have developmental disabilities. These people all have their own intricacies and support needs. So because of that, there's a staff that works in the house 24/7, and you have no control over who that staff is. And there's high turnover of that staff, so there's new people in and out of the house all the time. You have no control over the front door of this house you just moved into. Many people are coming and going, and you cannot control it. You have to abide by the set of rules that an organization set for the house. And if you don't follow and abide by those rules, you're punished for it. You can only go where the support staff takes you and that group of, your 3 new roommates. And the only semi-privacy that you have in this home that you just moved into is a 10 by 10 bedroom. And you're shamed for doing things like going to the kitchen in the morning in your underwear to make a cup of coffee. So I want to circle back to the question here that I asked you. Would you move in? Yes or no? No, you wouldn't. And yes, I just described the experience of living in a group home. So why does society assume group homes are the only option for a person with an intellectual or developmental disability to live? It has to give you a reason to pause. You would not choose to live in a group home environment. So why should we force people with disabilities to live in a group home? When we think about it, group homes are forced living. That person doesn't have a choice. They don't have a choice of, who their roommates are. They don't have a choice of who's supporting them. They have no control of things like their front door and the rules of the home. There's a complete lack of control. There's a complete lack of privacy in those living situations. And here's the thing, I get it. Like, group homes are the dominant thinking in society, right? That a group home is the best place for people with disabilities to live. But it's simply not true. As I just pointed out to you, you would not choose to live in a group home. So can we stop for a second and admit that there could possibly be better? Now, something one of my mentors, Lorna Sullivan, says is to exhaust the ordinary before the special. And we can apply that when thinking about home. What are the ordinary home options? I really encourage you to exhaust all of the ordinary home options before considering the special, which is group homes. And if you want help thinking this through, I've got a guide for you that will help you to do this. It's called my Life Planning 101 Guide, and it helps you thinking about building a holistic life for your loved one with a developmental disability in all the key areas of life, including home. So go ahead and click the link below and get your free copy of that guide. When you're thinking about the ordinary options for home, what could they be? Well, it's just thinking about someone your loved one's age. What are ordinary homes that they would live in? It could be renting or owning an apartment. It could be having a separate unit inside the family home. It could be living with a neurotypical roommate, right? Those are just a couple of examples to start to think about. And there's many, many more ordinary ways to create home. Home is really a sanctuary to live and to grow. And home is a place of freedom, peace, comfort, safety, family, and a place where you have control. A group home is not a home. And yes, here's the thing, even with those ordinary options that I just talked about, different levels of support can be provided for all of those ordinary options depending on your loved one's individual needs. So I invite you to start to think about the ordinary ways people live and to explore which of those could potentially be best for your loved one, and to exhaust all of those ordinary options before even considering the special. If you want more help imagining what really an awesome ordinary life could look like for your loved one, I invite you to download that free guide, the Life Planning 101 Guide, that's going to help you through thinking about creating that awesome ordinary life for your loved one, considering all those key elements of your loved one's life, including home. So scroll down, get your free copy, click on that in the notes. You've got this. I'm Eric Goll. Together, let's keep taking small steps forward.